Happy Valentine's Day. Hey guys and girls, welcome to Main Street Live. Yeah! Have we got a story for you? And believe it or not, this particular story has a little love. It's a love story. I know. Okay, boys. Oh man, that's still a pretty good love story. But the cool thing is that this love story points us to Jesus Christ. And there's a big word that we're going to talk about, and it's called Redeemer. And you're like, say, what? Redeemer? What's a redeemer? Well, it basically means to buy back. So this week, I'm like, how can I illustrate buy back to our kids? And I thought of a pawn store. Now, a pawn store is kind of like a Goodwill or a garage sale, but it's a little different in that typically they have more valuable things. So think about it. You want to earn some money. You're like, hey, mom and dad, can I have a garage sale? Well, you're willing to give up a few of your old toys, maybe some gaming things, different things like that. Well, people drive by and they want a really good deal. They're like, hey, for your entire PlayStation 4, I'll give you $20. And you're like, no way, $20? Okay, fine, you can have it. It's kind of like that. Well, a pawn shop is a little bit more high end. So like if you had a fancy ring or a fancy watch, people do have gaming systems, they have tools. They sometimes have weapons, or they sometimes have, artifacts, things like that. It's not really like clothes and things like that. But basically, someone who needs money, they're like, oh man, I have bills to pay. I can't pay my bills. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take grandma's watch that she gave me, and I know it's pretty valuable, and I'm going to take it to a pawn store, and I sell it to them, but I have the right to buy it back for a certain price in a certain amount of time. So let's say her watch is worth $5,000. And you go to the pawn store and they're like, okay, I tell you what, on your $5,000 watch, we're going to give you $2,000. And if you come back in 30 days, you can have it for $2,200. But if you don't, we get to keep it and we get to sell it. Well, a redeemer is buying it back. So what happens at the end of 30 days? You don't have the $2,200 and you're like, oh man, I'm going to lose grandma's watch. Well, in the same way, we as people, we sinned, and as a result, we lost our ability to go be with God in heaven. But dun, 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 dun. Enter the Redeemer, Jesus Christ. He comes and he pays the penalty of our sin. If we turn and follow him, he buys us back, which is pretty cool. And we can go live with him in heaven. So, in this story, it's a picture of Jesus, but it's a love story. And what's amazing is that one of the main characters in this story has an important role in Jesus down the road as well. So, everybody, sit up straight, point your nose right to the front, and freeze!